lured away by the siren call of grilled cheese sandwich. Frankly, that's understandable.
I could go for grilled cheese.
Yeah, for sure.
Have fun. I'll be right here.
Okay. Thinking Baconator, maybe.
Baconator.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of bacon.
It's maybe too much. But they have Son of Baconator now.
Really?
Yeah. It's also 2 patties. I think they're just smaller.
Oh, it's like the little junior size, but Baconator.
Exactly. The
I can get
Baconator.
behind that.
Absolutely.
I could definitely get behind that.
I don't know. I mean, it's still like a day's worth of calories in it, but
It's all good.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Cool. Woo! Welcome back, folks. We got yet another episode of Coffee and Pedals.
There we are.
Just spilled a little coffee on this wood thing, but
That's fine.
don't worry about it. So after much ado, we have finally assembled our pedal board here.
Indeed.
Yeah, what do we got going on here today?
We got some drives on here today.
Heck yeah.
We've got both from Greer Amps.
Hey.
The good people at Greer Amps in Athens, Georgia.
Nah,
Not the Athens you're thinking of, but in Georgia.
unless you're from Athens, Georgia, then that's probably the Athens you're thinking of.
Probably. I feel like most people, Athens, Georgia's not the first place you think of, but hey,
It's also a country called Georgia, so
that is true.
think about it. Layers.
Actually, we were just talking today, there's like most cities, almost any city name, there's another one somewhere with
Yeah,
the same name.
totally.
Probably multiples.
Yeah, mostly in England, but
Yeah.
we digress again.
That's true. So we've got the super famous Greer Lightspeed. This was named as like Pedal of the Year
Yeah.
by like, I don't know, people that have influence in that department
Gosh.
multiple times. It's a super popular pedal. This is their organic overdrive. I think it
Free
falls
range.
into the the sort of transparent side of things, but they decided to call it organic just for
Right.
the heck of it. And then on the other end of it, we have the Harmonic overdrive, the Southland, which is kind of the big brother of the Lightspeed. It's like
Yeah.
if the Lightspeed doesn't have enough gain for you, you want to step it up.
got the Southland.
is the way to go. So
Yeah.
what we thought would be cool is let's check out sort of where the Lightspeed or what the Lightspeed does, where it leaves off, and where does the Southland start? Is there crossover?
Yeah.
Are they totally different?
Oh, so this is a little bit like our episode on the DS1 and the Blues Driver.
That's true.
It's kind of in the
It's
theme.
just a little more expensive.
Well, we got to appeal to a wide audience of people. We got the entry-level pedals, which are actually really good. And now, when you got a little bit more money in your bank, maybe you want to check out some of these boutique brands here, made in the good old US of A. Yeah, cool. So I'm psyched about this. This is actually something I've been really curious to sort of get going on and give a little.
I've tried the Lightspeed multiple times.
Sure.
Southland, I've heard somebody try it. I don't know if I've actually played it myself, though. So it sounded awesome when I heard it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to actually digging into it. So that's pretty cool.
The cool thing about working in a guitar shop is like we don't really have to necessarily demo the pedals ourselves because sure enough, somebody's going to come in here and sit down, plug one in.
And we'll go, whoa, that sounds cool.
What a treat. Anyway, which one do you want to start with?
Well, I think we should definitely start with the Lightspeed.
I think that makes
that
sense.
just makes sense.
Yeah.
We'll get a clean tone. Am I on right?
That's gorgeous.
There we are. Tone King, Falcon, Grande. We're in the rhythm mode, so the cleanest of the modes.
Is the foot switch plugged in right now?
It's not.
Oh, okay, good. We probably want an analog for this, so it's... Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll switch it, maybe not. But anyways, there we are. We've got some reverb. And that's our clean sort of sound. I got the Strat here. Yeah, sure. Let's dive into it.
Sure.
What do we have here? We're
So
kinda...
let's dial the drive down before we start here.
Yeah.
Because it's a pretty subtle one, from what I recall.
Yeah, and the lower drive on this one, it's not going to do a heck of a lot.
Not a ton of a
right?
lot. But
So-
let's see if... Clean.
Turn it off again. Okay, tiny bit of top end on there
bit.
added, but not much.
Is the Overdrive in the room with us right now?
That is uber transparent.
Very.
Very,
Now-
very organic, transparent.
Cool thing about that, though, is maybe you don't necessarily want drive for that particular song you're doing, in which case this will work as a boost. Like a pretty good clean boost. Let's give that a try. Clean. Okay. So
That sounds awesome.
A quarter turn up and a world of difference.
Wow.
I like it.
Very cool.
It's weird because, like, you know, the loudness almost directly correlates to the amount of drive there.
Well, I'm assuming we're hearing more of the amp breaking.
Oh, you're just like driving that speaker.
I
yeah,
think we're
of
just
course,
hitting the amp
right.
so much more that it's, because it's, as it is right now, it's like almost breaking up. Like it's
yeah.
not super sparkly clean. It's just like a little bit
Sure.
of, I can feel it as I'm digging in. Probably when we hit it with your humbuckers, it might do a little bit more. But
Well.
I think that's just the amp really breaking up there. I could be wrong.
No,
but,
I think you're right. I mean, the speaker quality in this Tone King Falcon is ludicrous. So
what if we go?
yeah, back to midnight.
So it started middle, was it?
Yeah, we started right about noon or midnight.
And then it went up to. So if the drive goes up now, I just want to hear that.
Give it a shot.
A little less broken up, I would say.
Less broken up than with the volume. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, it's definitely driving now, but it's still like really nice and just
More on the boosty
yeah,
side of things.
it's like a dusting of confectioner's sugar on top of the regular tone. It's nice.
With humbuckers.
Humbuckers, it's volume on there. That's my clean.
So here, let's
Oh,
take
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
First, we had it there, right?
That's
Roughly?
I think that's true. Yes, yes, I did. Okay. Anyway, back to
There-
business here.
Can we get a replay on the Pedal Cam 3000 there?
Hello, hello.
Okay, no, we're not doing that.
Unless we are.
No,
I don't know.
no.
Okay. But I digress.
Cute. Very cute.
That's adorable. Aw.
Interesting.
Good boy.
So we got a pretty good range there
Yeah.
of, I mean, I was just kind of rolling up the drive, then rolled it back down.
As you do.
Rolled the loudness up a little bit more.
Yep.
Rolled that back to where we were. So we got to see a little bit there. So definitely, seems like when you get the loudness, or the volume output there, once you get it up around the 3 o'clock range, it slams the amp in a pretty great way.
Sure.
Really nice, like kind of boost. You're getting the more so the character of the amp, I think,
Which is nice.
than the pedal so much.
Yeah.
Or as the drive goes up, once we get up fairly high in the drive, we get a similar amount of sort of distortion
Right.
that we did with the loudness up more, but it's a little more focused.
Yeah, it's a little more focused. That's the
Yeah.
voice of the pedal versus the voice of the amp, which is cool. Because if you got yourself a really nice amp and you want to really get the most out of that speaker that you paid so much money for, well, hell, yeah, you want to hear it, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. We didn't mess with the frequency range, did we?
True. Let's see what.
I mean,
that'll
give it a
do.
shot. Yeah. So midnight again. Everything midnight.
We're kind
Do
of
you
in
wanna
the
start that way.
middle there.
Sure. You want a little more? I'll give you a little more drive.
Let's see here. What am I going to play?
All right. So it's the tone knob.
Well, yes. I'd assumed that already. But I was actually amazed at how dark it gets in the bottom end there.
It did, yeah.
It kind of like turns into mushy, woolly, like soupiness.
Totally. I think
which
it'd be
I wasn't expecting it to go that dark. So
Squishy.
even though it's one knob, it's a powerful knob.
pretty powerful knob.
Yeah.
Talk about your one band EQ.
I definitely preferred in the upper half for some clarity.
It worked with what
yeah,
you were
breaking up,
playing.
yeah.
I mean, I think if you were going jazzier mode, like maybe that would have been, nicer on the squishier end of things.
Squishier end of things.
Leave that one alone. Yeah, man. I don't know. So I think that's pretty good little run through of what this thing is capable of here.
Well, let's flip it over to let's head south to the
Yee!
Southland. Should we start it off at the classic noonish?
I don't
for
see why not.
no other reason than that's what everybody does.
All right, sure.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
So,
What do you got? What do you got?
just want to go full drive,
Yep,
light
yep.
speed.
All right.
Noon.
Okay.
So it's already, at that point, it's already a little girthier and a
little bit girthier,
gainier
yeah.
than the light speed.
Indeed.
So that's good to know.
Yeah.
So max drive on the light speed is less than
Half.
noon on
Yeah.
here. Why don't we just quickly find out where that
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. You go. I'll do the light speed first.
Oh,
Wow,
what's our? Let's put the volume sort of the same.
All
but,
right,
but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's surprising. There's.
Felt like there was a bit of a volume difference there.
Oh,
but-
was there? Yeah,
Yeah.
The light speed's got a little more. Well, I guess it's all relative with the.
It's
the drive there
definitely
and stuff,
relative,
but-
yeah. But yeah, I would say that as far as the drive knob is concerned, that seems about where the overlap kind of is. A little 10 o'clock, 9:30, kind of on the.
Oh, what time is it?
Oh God, we
Look
gotta
at
go
the
home.
time. Look at the time. Sorry, we're out of here. We gotta go. I'm late.
Got a date with a Baconator. Anyway, so that just tells
Gonna
me.
need
I
that
mean,
Canadian bacon after all.
oh,
All right.
it's another video for another day.
Yeah, indeed.
All right.
Let's hear with some humbuckers. and
Sure.
Let's see how far this guy will go.
Okay. Hello.
Nice.
It
Wow.
took me there. I don't know.
So definitely much more of a rock machine.
Oh yeah,
That
hell
one.
yeah, man. I mean, I don't even usually do blues shuffly stuff, and that kind of made me want to do it.
I mean, it's sort of like, I don't know, a bit juiced up Marshall
Yep.
kind of sounding. It's got the sound of a bit of a stack there. I think the Lightspeed is definitely more boosty and adding a little special sauce or a little bit dirt on there. The Southland though is like, you know, definitely there's pretty clear separation.
Well,
between these
absolutely.
pedals.
I mean, I'd like to think of it as a transparent overdrive versus an opaque overdrive. Look at your dictionaries.
There we go.
It gets the point across.
And which one's the translucent one?
That's
That's with them both off, I guess.
oh my God, yeah, that's true. That's just the amp.
Ah, there we go.
There we go.
Translucent. Yeah, interesting. The I did play around with the range a little just to tighten it up a
Yeah,
little bit.
sure, yeah.
I feel like this amp benefits from a little more brightness hitting it.
I agree.
But yeah, that's. I feel like I was expecting more crossover between them.
These are entirely different pedals. I
very
really
different.
kind of thought the Lightspeed was like stage 1 evolution, and then it evolves into the Southland. But now they're kind of different species, which is nice.
Yeah. So I mean, if anybody's debating, you know, which one should I go for, or is there room on my board for both of these? I would say there's definitely room for both of them on your board. They're very different pedals.
Yeah.
And if you had them actually in the opposite order wired up that we were in, we could actually boost the Southland with the Lightspeed, which would also take it to a whole nother level too.
Yeah, who wired this pedal board, man? I mean, that guy
who's the wise guy that did that?
I do have to go now.
But they're just, it's kind of a pretty big range of gain between the two of them. I mean, if you had 2 drives on your board and there were these 2, you're pretty darn covered for most things, you know, save for maybe like metal or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think metal players are buying, you know, the Southland or the Lightspeed necessarily.
Well, you might want it like just for boosting up a solo, or maybe you've got like a weird semi-clean intro or interlude or something. You know, this is a utility for everything,
Yeah, totally.
but not in a traditional.
And I guess something to try, something that we could try too, or
Oh, sure.
you all watching could try. If you have a high gain amp, throw the Lightspeed in front of it, like everybody does with a, you know, Tube Screamer
Sure.
or a
RC
SD1
booster.
or whatever,
Yep.
and just slam the front of it with that and see what happens, which could be pretty cool.
No, I think that would be actually a really deadly combination.
But that's a very
so-
versatile pair of pedals there
Yeah.
with much less crossover than I was expecting.
Suffice to say, like the Lightspeed's probably not your only overdrive if you're an average kind of, well, not average, if you're many kinds of rock player or non-rock player. I don't really know what I'm getting at here.
No, I know what you're saying. I would agree with you. I feel like if you have the Lightspeed, you probably already have another pedal on your board that actually does probably more drive. Because this one adds sort of the versatility, because this now becomes the one that's kind of probably at the front of your chain or near there, where it's like, you know, if the amp is clean and you just want to boost, you hit that one.
Yeah.
If you've got another overdrive, or if you've got a channel on your amp that's set up with a bit of dirt and you want to make it more dirty,
Right.
you're going to hit that one. And it just gives you more options
Yeah.
for your tone. But you're probably going to also have another pedal on that board that has more gain, or
sure.
you're going to have an amp that has multiple channels that
Yeah.
gets you
Astro 20.
something like that. Yeah, exactly. One of my personal favorites.
Yeah.
Great little amp.
There's a little special sauce pedal. I like that. This thing would definitely stand on its own. Like if you just want to go from clean to,
Yeah, if you need a bunch of drive and you need one pedal to do it, the Southland would be a better choice
Yes.
than the Lightspeed for sure. The Lightspeed, you know, different thing. Horses for courses, I think.
Horses for courses. Yeah, I like that. How have I never heard that before? Did you make that up?
No.
No.
You've never heard that before?
I don't believe I have.
All right. Now, somebody surely in the comments can tell us the origin of Horses for Courses.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where it came from, but it's a very old saying.
There's a lot of nautical terms we could discuss as well, but that's
But that's for another show. So I think on that bombshell,
hell yeah.
I think we're about ready to wrap up this episode. So
Ah.
thanks everybody for watching. And in other news, I was going to do a quick little shameless self-promotion. If you happen to enjoy watching us, I do have a band that makes music, original music, and we just put out another release. And the band's called Crinkum Crankum. It's kind of, I don't know, fusion-y prog-y sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's on all the streaming services. We'll put a link in the description below. So if you feel like it, check it out.
It's really good, guys. Actually, I've seen you guys live. Very impressive musicianship, excellent melody. The tones, man, come on.
Lots of cool stuff.
Do I do my band? I don't know if I want to talk about my band. We don't have any music out on anything, anywhere, anything. But we're just a local psychedelic rock group. We're called Charles Mansion, and if you live in Vancouver, we're going to try and start gigging more this year. It's been a weird 2024.
Get out there, support live music.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about. So there we go. You got your Greer Lightspeed, your Greer Southland, and very interesting pedals.
Yeah.
And basically, I think we determined you need both of them.
You need both. You know? Why stop at one?
There we go. All right, thanks for watching.
Go.
Like and subscribe. See y'all later.
And comment. Oh yeah, baby.
I don't know.
Is it me?
Who's
No,
up?
it's you. I think it's
Me?
you. Yeah, whatever.
All right, cool.